get a girl to like me back?
Be an asshole to her.
Why?
Because women can't open their legs fast enough for psychopathic dudes. They claim to want a nice guy, but really they get off on being mistreated so they can feel sorry for themselves. Don't even bother with women.
I'll go into great detail on why hookup culture is so prevalent in modern society in this video. I wish to discuss the evolution of mainstream American society. According to American Hookup, if you don't treat women badly, you won't get laid. I think guys need to understand that these women are deliberately being cold and manipulative to us. America has changed. American women, in our specific society, desire to be mistreated by men. They don't like the way we act romantically toward them. I can remember seeing all the girls go out with the guys in the huge Escalades with the rims when I was in college. I made an effort to approach them despite my fear, inviting them out to dinner and treating them nicely in general. Those girls didn't want to participate in the nice guy nonsense or that. On campus, these boys looked to be speeding past everyone else, and they wanted to pass them. After Sleepless in Seattle and Pretty Woman lost their appeal to Americans, feminism came into being and educated these young women that they didn't need nice guys. Feminists advise these young ladies to give themselves away at any time they like. All of it may be traded for the nice guy who will be there to meet them just as they are about to hit the wall. They are there all the time. In the hope that a better male provider would materialize just when they need him, they continue to hang out with the bad boys. When women are most fertile, beautiful, and perhaps in their most beautiful years, when they're in their prime, they want bad boys that can control and dominate them. Knowing fully well that these bad boys don't really give a fuck about them, and that Joe that actually cares about them will undoubtedly wait for her till she's ready to settle down. These women plan to use nice guys as their retirement plan. That's the plan these feminists have given to them, which is why anytime I see a woman lamenting that no man wants her when she's ready to settle down after going clubbing with Chad and his buddies in her early 20s, I laugh at her. Don't pity them, or you'll get used fellas. These women want the bad boys to love them, knowing fully well that he doesn't. The reason why these women are drawn to bad boys is because they think they can change his attitude. They think they can break him. So throughout the relationship, she'll be throwing lots of sheet tests at the bad boy so he'll break. I've already said bad boys don't give a fuck, and they themselves know it. These bad boys rotate 20 different women. They have 8 of the most stunning women available at all times, along with a range of other women, so they don't have to fall in love with that particular one. Considering that they can have what they're receiving from her for free from a number of women. These women are currently complaining on social media about not receiving enough attention. All they want is for someone to like their Instagram post and compliment them on their attractiveness. It is not what they want simps to do. They want the bad boy that has what they want to do those things for them. Nice guys are treated very poorly, almost as if they don't exist. Remember the 80-20th rule? 20% of guys are what all women desire. So 80% of the guys still think they can behave honorably and treat them well. These men typically get the leftovers since every woman thinks she can have 20% of the men. They estimate that just 20% of the men in this zone actually has sex. However, 20% of men's lifetime partners are 500 women. Given that, it means that the guys who are romancing those women are not the ones who are in relationships with so many of them. They are the guys that treat them badly and don't reply to their texts. These are men that are pumping and dumping. And then you come along, you start being nice to them, you give them all the unrequited approval they could ever want. These women choose their partners. This does not apply to all women, as we are aware that some women must settle for what they can get. However, these women still believe they are entitled to 20% of the men, even the guys who make 6 figures and the property-owning guys. And as a result, they will treat you badly if you are not 6 feet tall, if they don't believe your job makes 6 figures, or if you don't earn land. That's the hookup culture we have in our society today. These men go out with bad boys, and when it's time to settle down, they try to sell themselves to you, the nice guy. At the grocery store, you regularly encounter 30-something women who you may have known in the past. 8 years have passed since they left. From 10 years ago, you no longer had any influence on her. She now has a kid with someone else though, and is a single mother. She has already hit her wall. She wants to go after you. 10 years ago, though, you had no chance because she couldn't even look at you with respect. She only made fun of you. How often has this happened to you? Our current way of life is not designed for love. Love was unquestionably the third, fourth, or fifth most often used word throughout the 1990s and 2000s, both in movies and music. When you consider the culture we are a part of, this is quite interesting stuff. Oddly, wasn't that the time when feminism first gained ground? We can hold feminism accountable for many things, notwithstanding its denial. Infecting our civilization like cancer, feminism. That's all for today on Manhood. Don't forget to smash the like and subscribe buttons, and also click on the notification bell to be the first to know when I drop a new video. If you find value in my videos, you can show your support through PayPal or Cash App. The links are in the description. See you next time. Cheers.